Hello, dear student. Welcome to our live answer writing session. So today we are going to see this question. Do you agree with the view that the Royal Indian Naval Mutiny of February 1946 was the last nail in the coffin of British rule in India? So you have to write that in 10 marks. That means 2 pages and 150 words. So within 10 minutes. Your time starts now. Do you agree with the view that the RIN Mutiny of February 1946 was the last nail in the coffin of British rule in India? Therefore, this statement is RIN is the last nail in the coffin of British Empire. You can use in your conclusion itself. So if any question related to that, you can say that also. So if, like, for example, evolution of nationalism and ultimately British, they have to leave India anyway. And this is the last nail in the coffin of British Empire. So you can use this in your conclusion also. So as it is the statement. So by studying the, you can see the question, you can also getting the conclusion. So please study the question very thoroughly and remember that also. So let's see. On February 8, 1946, sailor of Royal Indian Navy onboarding onboarding HMS Talwar went on to strike to protest against the poor condition of Indian sailor. ठीक है? Very good. Compared to the Britisher. Okay, so this is what good. So cause of mutiny. So poor accommodation on board. Okay. So untreatable or inhuman treatment by the British officials. Okay. Promotion not available in commissioned rank, less pay compared to the same work, posting abroad to Indonesia and unpalatable food. ठीक है, ये सब आपको ऐड करना है. Why it was a final nail? Many things happen simultaneously. World War II, quit India, Cripps missions. No, this is not actually. Okay, okay, good. Very good. You have written a very good thing. Many things happen simultaneously. World War II, okay, quit India, and failure of the Cripps missions, lack of trust in faith in the British administration. After all these happening, British could suppress only by using armed forces or by using police. But mutiny led to the protest by Royal Air Force, Royal Navy actually, unit of League, and no, this is Royal Navy actually. Protest by the masses, mass protest in Mumbai, international pressure. Yes, very good, very good. This is what actually core issue you have to write. In short, after the RIN mutiny, British convinced that having control over India is very difficult and provided quick freedom. So you can say that British now realize that no more they are able to rule over the India without the wish of the people. So ultimately they have to leave very fast. Okay, so this portion you have to keep short. This is not the core demand, so keep this short. So next is the Royal Indian Navy mutiny was a widespread navy revolt involved around 20,000 ratings. Several quote it reflect growing nationalist sentiment within the armed forces, and several British that shattered or several British severe British confidence in the retaining India. Okay. क्या लिखे हो, थोड़ा समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, प्लीज क्लियरली लिखो. So the mutiny can be regarded as last nail in the British coffin because it spread rapidly from Bombay to Karachi, Kolkata, and Madras, exposing weakness in what is this? Loyal of
loyalty.
the armed forces. थोड़ा सा अच्छे से लिखो, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Then public support from the worker student transform into a boarding broader anti-colonial sentiment. Okay, British realized that the maintaining control without royal, military could be nearly impossible. It hastened the British decision making, contribute to the dispatch of cabinet mission and the transfer of power. Yes, very good. Okay, very good points you've written. So, however, it was not the sole, it impact second, there are other factor as well. So, it is impact of the Second World War, adjusted British economy. So, mass movement led by the Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, yes, you have given the other side of the story that it is not only about the RIN, there are other part also. So, good. So, thus the RIN mutiny was not the only cause of British withdrawal, but it was final demonstration that the British could no longer rely on the Indian armed forces, making it one of the most decisive catalysts for end of the colonial rule. Yes, this is very good in conclusion. ठीक है, आई थिंक आपने भी लिख में लिख दिए होंगे, लिख लेता हूँ.
तो एक्चुअली मैंने लिख दिया था, लेकिन सबमिट करने का प्रोसेस एक्चुअली वो डिले हो गया, और थोड़ा नया ट्राई कर रहा था, वो डिले हो गया इसलिए.
So after the Cripps mission, failed, India quit. In India, the Quit India movement was started almost all over the India, including and Royal Indian Navy also, with the motive of British withdrawal under leadership of Talwar. No, no, actually, this is a protest that is being started in the, you can see the Royal Navy of British, because they are facing a lot of problems. So that is what mentioned by the प्रभात ने उनसे अच्छे से लिखे. So you have to write the what are the reason for the Royal Indian, RIN, Royal Indian Naval Mutiny. You have to write that, and then you have to talk about why it is considered, and then you can counter that, less like the Anurag written. So you have to, so this is different. Quit India movement is different from the RIN. Okay, so you need to improve. Yes, this is what very good. So unpalatable food condition with only Indians, Navy person. So use of Indian troops against Indonesia. Yes, this is also good point. The next is a demand for equal pay for equal Indian troops. This is also very good. So you have to add more such points. Okay. So significance is last nail. Reveal the intensive backing supporter from peoples and armed forces. Okay. Congress Muslim League togetherness and commitment. Okay, what is that?
Convinced.
क्या लिखी है?
Convinced British that now
अच्छा,
control was
convince. ये भी है, भी. This is V, this is R. ठीक है, all over possible. So this rebellion use was worked like a last nail of the British withdrawal from So Indian territory and final step towards independence of India. Okay, very good, good. थोड़ा सा इम्प्रूवमेंट कहाँ कहाँ आपको चाहिए, इंट्रोडक्शन में इम्प्रूवमेंट चाहिए. सो दिस इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द रॉयल नेवल म्यूटिनी started. You can also say that what are the reason for starting of it, and Anurag, like Anurag, you can also give some argument of is not the sole reason. There are other reason as well also, na? So do you agree with that was the last nail in the coffin of British Empire? Either you can say yes or no. Even if you're not giving argument like Anurag, it's also okay. ठीक है, clear ना?